Ooh, that didn't work. Nope, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hello, I'm that James guy, and today we're gonna do some overdue maintenance on my V-Strom and fix something that's broken. Now, like every year, what I did was I rode my V-Strom on one last ride on October the 13th, got back from the ride. It broke during the ride, and I'll show you that in a second. And I parked it in the garage and left it. That's it. Today is December the 10th. Have not touched it. No battery tender, no nothing. So I'm gonna do like I do every year. I'm gonna put some fuel stabilizer in the tank and I'm gonna run the thing for a little bit, and then I'll show you what's wrong with it, and we're gonna try and figure it out, and we're gonna try and fix it. So here we go. Okay, today we're gonna pull out the magical Seafoam. This is what I put in every fall. This is what I run through my lawnmower like all the time, never without it. Probably snake oil, but it makes me feel happy inside. It says to use 30 milliliters per 4 liters of gasoline. Got about half a tank here. We're gonna say I got 10 liters. I'm gonna go with that. So pull out the little shot glass. So we're gonna do 2.5 shots. The old shot glass. Each shot is roughly 30 milliliters. It kind of all adds up and makes sense. And then we'll shake this all up and we'll see if it starts. We'll run it for a while. Well, that ended up being 3. So I'll pour some back in. There we go. Let's see if it starts. There we go, runs like a champ. So we'll let her warm up and we'll go from there. Okay, you'll notice something wrong with my bike. The headlights aren't on. The headlights do not work right now. And I'm told this is actually a pretty common issue with V-Stroms. I'm not a genius, I didn't figure this out myself. I Googled it, of course. And yeah, I'll kind of show you what I suspect the problem to be, and the internet says it probably is. Yeah, so Suzuki, in all of their wisdom, decided that instead of using a relay to interrupt the headlights when you hit the start button, you know, so the headlights go off and it saves enough power to crank the thing over, instead of doing that, using a relay to do that, they actually put all of the headlight current through the start button. There's 2 switches built into this. There's a normally open switch that closes when you hit the starter, sends power to the starter relay. The second switch is normally closed, and when you let go, all of the current for the headlights goes through the second part of the switch. And when you open it, by pushing it, the headlights go out. And what happens is the grease and stuff wears out in here over time, and the contacts get all, you know, crusty, and then they eventually fail. But I'm told you can actually take this apart, clean stuff up, and fix it. I'd like to pull this whole thing off, but the stupid part is the connector. So the wire harness goes down here and around the corner, and Suzuki, why? You can see a bunch of connectors like up in there, kind of where you'd never ever be able to reach them. So that's gonna be a pain. So I think what I'm gonna do is cheat and try and take this apart without disconnecting anything and see if I can find the problem that way. Yeah, let's hope I can do that. Oh boy, crazy. Okay, that just pops out. Don't forget how that goes, folks. And this pops out. Okay, you can see there's 2 separate sets of wires going into here. This is the 2 separate switches. Things are looking a little burned and toasty here. Well, holy cow. You can see how this works. This is so simple. You can see there's the 2 contacts, the switch, right there. And they just slide from those 2 posts to those 2 posts. So those are the normally closed, those are the normally open. And once you push this, they slide over and make contact. The normally closed ones, this side, are the headlights. So we could actually test that if we really wanted to. See if the headlights turn on if I jump those two terminals. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, here we go. Turn the key on. And if I jump those two, I should get headlights if I know what I'm talking about. Hey, we got headlights, so I am right. It is the switches problem. Now let's figure out how to fix this. Those contacts look kind of disgusting. Let's see how nasty those things are. I mean, they're making good enough contact for the starter, but I guess they just can't carry the load of the headlights. These contacts are kind of bent down, so I think I'm going to try and bend them back up, clean them up a little bit, and put a whole crap load of grease in here. You can see now that I've bent it up, this thing actually can wiggle back and forth, and there's a spring underneath it, and I think now that I've kind of jarred it loose, it's going to be able to do its job a little better. And I'm going to chuck a whole bunch of grease in here when I put it back together, and then before we screw this switch back into the actual assembly, we'll give it a whirl and see if these headlights actually come on. I better turn this thing off, huh? Okay, we got ourselves some dielectric grease. We'll just booger that into there. Woo! Nice goobered amount. And it'll help this mechanism a little bit too. When it starts moving around like this. Okay, big goober of that. Wow, that was way too easy. There we go. Let's see if the headlights work. This is the test. Hey, the headlights work. Look at that. Just the way they should. Hey, that was free, folks. That was a free fix. Let's just get this thing all back together, and we can go ahead and park this thing for the winter time now that we're all caught up with our maintenance and fixing. There we go. Let's test it out. So if you found this useful, or even just mildly entertaining, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next time.